Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. Halloween is officially over, and it's that time of year again. No, not that. Nobody wants to hear that. Let's move on from that goofy intro. Anyways, happy late Halloween. It's officially over, and that means Thanksgiving is next. So I've got my turkey hoodie on, and I'm ready for the holidays. I've taken down all of the Halloween decorations and disabled the Halloween resource pack. So now we're gonna be just in the normal resource pack with the fall added on, I guess. But yeah, I've taken down the Halloween decorations, like the spooky jump scare thing that we had all over the village. And we're ready for Thanksgiving now. We've even got Pilgrim. Oh, it's raining now. But we've got Pilgrim the turkey over there, looking super fancy and ready for his holiday. Now, let's jump into the rest of today's episode, because we got a bit of stuff that I want to get done. Starting with the full catalog achievement. As you can see here, this is the final cat that we need. Literally right before I started recording this episode, it spawned in right around there, and I was like, this is our big chance. So without any further ado, let us finally accomplish this achievement that we've been working on for a very long time. There we go! A complete catalog. Tame all cat variants. That is super cool. I can finally stop carrying this fish around as well. I've had raw salmon just hanging out in my bundle forever because I've been trying to tame this cat, and I didn't want to lose it if we ever found it, and I didn't have fish on me, so I just carried the fish around. But now I can finally stop carrying the fish with me, because we have our full catalog. Let's take him over. Actually, this is a girl. This is Mittens. I'm gonna name this cat Mittens from Bolt, a little homage to the movie Bolt, because it looks just like Mittens from that movie. So let's take Mittens on over here to the Cat Pumpkin Cafe, which is actually very fitting for the holidays now, because I mean, I guess it kind of counts for October too, just for the fall season. Look at this place. We built it ever so long ago, and it's looking super, super fancy. And we have a perfect seat just for Mittens right on the other side of this table, because Cinnamon Toast is now working at the tavern, the secret underground tavern beneath the church building over there, protecting my riches. So let's have you go here. And there we go. Our full catalog is complete. Let's head on out of here though. And next thing we gotta talk about is I'm not wearing a cape. I better go put that on. I'll be right back. There we go. I've got my cape. Now, what I was about to say before I forgot about my cape was we have a little issue we need to tend to, a little matter we need to tend to, and that is one of our villagers that is found here at our village. One of our residents. Let's go see if we can find him. You might know him by a certain name. I know him as the Star Trader, aka our cartographer, Carl. Where is he? There he is. Carl, are you feeling okay? Because these past couple of months, I don't know if it's been a couple months or so, but whenever we went to the stars with Carl, I think it was a couple months ago, he hasn't been the same since he came back down. And I'll show you exactly what I mean once it turns nighttime, because that's the only time he does it. So we just have to wait till it turns nighttime. Let's go check our clock. See how much longer until that happens. Let's see here. Okay, it's almost nighttime, but while we wait for that to happen, and then we can get back to that issue, let's go ahead and move on to what we're going to do next in today's episode. What we're going to do next is plan out some of our next projects that we have going on, along with, of course, earning more of the advancements here in Minecraft. We still got to get that complete, and obviously that's going to take a long time, so we aren't going to work a whole lot on that, just a little bit day by day, I guess, that type of thing. But one of our biggest projects that we're going to do is getting these guys a home. Our little froggies, they've been homeless and still waiting for their babies to grow up for, I definitely think by now it's over a year. So, in real time, in Minecraft, it's probably been like years since that happened. and since we gave them their babies or whatever it is. But what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a little board of, like, what do you call it? A little board of chores, I guess, to say the least. There we go. Oh, this one's not right. Perfect. This will be the board of chores right outside our window here. So when we look out, we can see, oh, there's the board. Better get to work. Next up, we just need some signs. And let's go plan out what it is we need to do. Number 1, frog house. Or I guess like frog housing. Is that how you spell housing? There we go, we'll put it like that. Frog housing. Number 2. Yeah, we'll do that. Number 2, sniffer housing. Number 3, oh, I got a shift. There we go. Number 3, camel housing. How do you spell camel? There we go. Camel housing. Number 4 is going to be... What else do we need to do? Is that all the animals that we still have to make homes for? Camels, frogs, sniffers, and I think that might be all the camels. Oh, number 4, which should probably be number 1, but number 4, help Carl. Carl is, he hasn't been the same since he came down from space. And it's turning nighttime now, so I can show you exactly what it is that he's been doing as soon as it's fully nighttime. But there we go. Our board of chores has begun. We're going to go in order with them. And the reason, I know I said help Carl should probably be first, but I genuinely don't know what to do about Carl. Look at this. This is what he does. Every night when the stars come out, he won't be able to see them tonight, but still, every night when the stars come out, he always goes off into the woods alone. And he just wanders the woods. That's it. That's all he does. Look at him over there. Here, let me get my spyglass. What is wrong with Carl these days? He hasn't been the same ever since he came down from the stars. He's just been wandering the woods at night, being a little bit creepy. But still, I mean, I feel like we need to help him, but I just don't know what to do. Look at this guy. He's still going. He just wanders the halls. Not the halls, but the woods. If I place down a bed, too, he won't take it. He just walks on it. He's like, oh, that's a bed, alright. I don't care. I'm looking at the stars. But you can't even see the stars tonight, Carl. It's raining. But not only that, but why do you not sleep anymore? This man hasn't slept in a month, probably. How long has it been since we went to the stars? I think that was a couple months ago or so. Maybe a little over a month. So he hasn't slept in over a month. In real time, in Minecraft, it's probably been close to a year now. So we have some work to do about Carl. Maybe we got to send him to the hospital. Have the clerics take a look at him, see if we can give him a potion. But we'll do all that later, because we don't even have a hospital. And I don't know how to help Carl. He hasn't been the same. The gravity changed him, I guess. Don't worry, Carl. We're gonna get you fixed up. But I just wish you would talk to me. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what is wrong. Why haven't you been the same since you came back from the stars? I have to make sure this area is well lit, though. That way nothing spawns, no zombies, and then Carl doesn't die, because I can't get him back to his own house. He doesn't even, technically, he's homeless right now too, because he doesn't even have a home. All the beds in the village are taken, except for mine, which is in my house there, and the LA Hotel beds. But every other house has a bed that is being used at the moment, so Carl has nowhere to sleep, and if I give him a bed, he won't take it. Maybe he thinks he's too cool for that. He's gonna make it all back on his own. Don't worry, Carl. We're here for you. We're here for you. We'll sort you out, I promise. But that's gonna be another episode, because right now, I want to get to work on this frog house. It has been a long time since these guys had a home. In fact, I don't even think they did have a home. They were just out in the swamp over there and whatnot, the mangrove swamp. So we're gonna give them a proper home today. And the area that I want to do this in is kind of in the area that, what's his name is wandering around in over there, Carl. So let's go take a look at our village map and plan out a beautiful area for the frog house. They deserve it after all this time. So here's our 1-year anniversary cake and our storage house. I was thinking the frog house is going to be somewhere along the coast right here, but I kind of like this little area here the best, because it kind of has this little part where it sticks out there. So I think that's where we're going to build the frog house, or the frog housing. I don't really know what to call it, but we'll build the frog area over there. And then down here's the sniffer area. So this will be where we have our sniffer area, as it makes sense, you know? That's where the sniffer pen is. That'll be where the sniffer housing will be. Right here, that little line, that's the entrance to our mines below us. So we're gonna have to move that to somewhere maybe here. It's gonna take a little bit of work, but I think we can do it. And what I'm thinking we'll do is this whole area starting from right there and looping all the way around down to even the bit that's not on the map, and going all the way back up to right about here, and then it'll just go a straight line like that. That'll be the whole area for the sniffers, the sniffer sanctuary. And then up here, that's our giant, I can't see from this far, let's get some diorite. There we go. So right here, this is our little pen where all of our animals are, way over there. And our camels are currently sitting right in this area. So I'm thinking what we'll do is maybe this little patch up here, we'll turn that into something that kind of looks like a desert for our camels, and then they can hang out over there. And that'll be all of the animals and critters that still need a home. They'll all have one at that point, except for our happy guest. Actually, I did forget about that. Where is our happy guest? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in a little while now. There he is. He's still hanging about. So I'm thinking what we'll do is maybe make him a little like maybe we'll get more happy gas and we'll make it kind of like a military hangar for the happy gas, like helicopters and fighter jets. We'll make a little happy gas hangar so that we can park them inside of there, and it'll be super cool. But all of that is for a much later episode, maybe the next one, who knows. For now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a trip over to the Dark Oak Forest, or at least towards that area, so we can get ourselves some mushrooms, because I think it would be kind of cool if we had our frogs living inside of mushrooms or something. That would be really cute, I think. Alright, I am back from chopping down the big old red ones, and I may have gone a little bit overboard. We have 2 stacks plus 48 of red mushroom blocks, and a stack and 25 of brown mushroom blocks, and 30 mushroom stems. So that should be plenty. And maybe actually I didn't go overboard, because eventually I'm probably going to end up using these blocks again, so we'll have plenty of extra. Let's head on over here to the little bit of land. I think, yeah, this is it right here. This is the little part of the land that sticks out on the map. So this is I think this is a perfect area for us to build a little frog home area thing. So let's get to work. What we need to do is we're going to chop down this tree, get it out of our way, that way we have some room to build. Then we need to clear out all of this grass, and grass blocks a little too. Make it a little more flat, and we can landscape it more later. Let's pop this up here, and now I can clear it out. What's up, Carl? Are you here to help me build, or are you just gonna hover? I think he's just gonna hover. He's still, I think maybe what it is he has trauma from being up in the stars. Maybe that time I almost fell to my death when we were building, or trying, you know, to get the Star Trader advancement. Remember that when I almost fell? Maybe it scared him so much that he's just not able to sleep anymore because he thought his hero was going to die. It's okay, Carl. I'm still here. I ain't going anywhere. Alright, we are ready. Let's eat up an apple, because why not? And let's see here. So what we want to do, this is the area of the frog housing area, I guess. It'll start like right here, loop around, go right down this way, and they have plenty of room. So what we want to do is definitely make them a little pond, because frogs need water, obviously. I'm surprised our frogs are still kicking since they've been just hanging out by the horse pen. They haven't exactly been in water in a long while. But it's Minecraft, so that's why. Anyways, this should be a decent shape, I think, for the frogs to have their own little pond. And inward in the pond, we'll make it 2 blocks deep if they want to swim or something. There we go. Now let me grab my bucket, and we can start spamming water. Okay, good. I have my infinite water source in here now, so I can just spam around. Just like this. Look at how easy that is. There we go. Record time. And now we can landscape the pond to make it 2 blocks deep. Some of them are 3 blocks deep, but that's fine. I'll just do this. Placing too many, though. There we go. That should be a decent shape. Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, hold up. I need to place some water there. There we go. Look at that, everybody. A beautiful frog pond. And now let me, now we can start placing the mushrooms. Let's place this in. Grab all of our dirt. And I think what we're gonna do for the mushrooms, we need to go put some blocks away. We have way too much stuff. Diorite. Actually, you know what? We might need some diorite, though. So I'll take that. And then I'm curious to see something, though. So, wall. If we wanted to make a wall... Okay, there's no smooth diorite wall. We're just gonna have to do normal diorite, but that's fine. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll just scatter around a couple mushrooms or so. We'll do one here, and, you know, here as well. Just all around the pond, make it a little nice and cozy. And then we just place... Look at that! I think that looks so cool. It looks like tiny mushrooms just growing out of the ground. Here we go. We'll place a ton. We can sacrifice one, that's fine. Let's do that. This, and this. There we go. Look at that. That looks so cool. And we could add, if we wanted to, a big mushroom sprouting right out. Ooh, that would look cool. Imagine it just sprouting right out of the pond. Maybe we'll do a, do we want to do a big mushroom or a little mushroom? Or a brown mushroom or a red mushroom, I guess. I'm thinking maybe we could try both. We have plenty of resources for it. Let's do this, and then I forget how it looks though. Oh no, I guess we're just gonna have to experiment with it till we find the right look. There we go. Look at this mushroom, everybody. The center of the frog area. That looks super cool. I've added some torches in the middle as well. Maybe we want it to be seen, though, the torches, so let's put them here instead. I think that'll look a little better. We can break these on up. There we go. What do you all think? Look at this little frog area. The frog pond is complete. Next up is the outer wall, is the little glass dome, which I'm not gonna lie, we might not even finish that today, because that is gonna be a lot of glass. And I haven't really decided either if it's gonna look good or not, a glass dome. So we might need to do some research, see how high frogs can jump, and then we just build a fence that high. Maybe that'll look best. I haven't really decided, so we'll have to figure it out in a minute. But the last thing I want to do for this little area of the frog pen thing is I want to put some brown mushrooms here as well. So we'll replace a couple of these little tiny red mushrooms with brown mushrooms. Let's do this one here, and this should be all we need. Perfect. 3 brown, 3 red. I think that looks good because then the red also has a giant mushroom there. Look at that, everybody. I think that looks super cool. And they live right next to the sea, but they've got their little pond as well. And now what we can do is we can light up the pond and maybe do, well, maybe actually, because frogs don't really have seagrass in the middle, so maybe we don't need seagrass. Instead, what we need is frog lights, but do we not have, I don't think we have frog lights actually, never mind. We don't need frog lights. Let's get some lily pads, and we can go put some of these in the pond, because of course frogs need lily pads. This mushroom though might need to go, because that's going to be a little bit of a hassle. to build a dome around if we're gonna do the dome. So let's see here. Let's move this one a little more inward. Maybe we don't even need it. Let's just stick with 5 mushrooms. I think that looks much better. And last but not least, we need to have some light in here somewhere. Alright, where do we want to put these lanterns though? Let's see here. One here. I guess just around the pond will be good, and then outside the pond we'll have just normal torches. But if we were to destroy those torches, how would this light up the area? I think that looks pretty good, actually. Maybe we could do one more, like right here. I'll go get that in just a second. But I think that looks pretty good. Maybe what we could even do to light this area up a little more is move this one to right about here. Yeah, I think that looks perfect. Last lantern, and then we are finished with this project, except for the little outer wall, which I'll have to look that up in a minute here. Perfect. I think that looks beautiful. It's so cozy looking too. These frogs are gonna have a much better home now. But last thing we gotta do is figure out exactly what to do to keep them here. Alright, so I've looked it up and it turns out that frogs can jump 8 blocks high, it sounds like. So if we were to build an 8 block high wall, starting from here, so block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna do that again. So that's how high the wall would be. And to be honest, I don't think that's half bad, actually. Maybe we will give this a go with the glass and all that, but that's gonna take a long time. So I honestly don't know if we're going to get the frogs in here today, unless I just, well, maybe actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it today. This is gonna take forever, but we'll figure this out. Let's see though. How much glass do we have? We have not much. Do we even have any? Okay, we have 6. We have 6 pieces of glass. And if we wanted to go that high, let's see here. So let's start it, I guess, from here. And then we just loop around, I guess. Is this what we're gonna do? This might be what it is that we're gonna do. We're gonna build a giant glass dome for the frogs. So let's go do a little montage, I guess. Let's get to work, everybody, because we have a lot to cover here. We're gonna go get some sand, then we're gonna go smelt it all up, and we'll be good to go. But we're gonna need a lot of sand, so I'm gonna get at least 5 stacks, and maybe that'll be enough, but I have a feeling probably not. Let's go to the local sand gathering area. Whee! Here it is, our local sand gathering area. And now, begin the montage! Alright everybody, I believe that the frog sanctuary is complete. We can break the sign now. Pardon our dust, something big is coming. Let's see here. Here it is everybody. The dome is complete. It's a little flat on the top, but to be honest, I didn't want to go too tall with the dome. Otherwise it would just kind of look out of place. In fact, it kind of does look out of place if you go from afar. Just a giant glass dome with a mushroom inside for the frogs. But you know what? I still think it looks fantastic. Look at this place. We might even move this mushroom a little bit over to maybe about here. Or maybe one block back. Right about here. That'll be good. That way it's not too close to the water. Kind of gives it a little more rounded shape. All that's left to do is bone meal the grass, which I'll do as soon as we're done in a little bit. But here it is, everybody. We got a little house over here for the frogs to hide out in case they wanted to get some shade or something. They have the giant mushroom in the center of the dome. They've got their little pond, some tiny little mushrooms scattered around everywhere, and then of course the light. And now all that's left is to finally give the frogs their home. So let's come right on over here and unleash these two frogs who have been hanging out on these leads for a very long time. And this little chest here that had their children inside of it can go as well. And now we can bring them on over to their new home. I've used my resources as well. I have my Lays here to help me. They've been helping me build it. And Safari, who needs to eat because his tail is down, he decided he wanted to come on over and check out the dome as well. Come on over, little frogs. I don't have names for you yet, once again. That's the last thing I need to give you guys, a name. But here is your new home. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? I hope the frogs like it. Come on in. You guys finally get to go first. Look at them. They're already checking it out. Oh, look at that. He did a 360 turn. He's like, wow, look at this place. Oh, he's hopping around. He's happy. I think they like it. Now we just have to release their children into the water. Here we go. The four kids, the four little tadpoles that have yet to even touch real water. Actually, no, they did touch real water once, but they haven't swam since that day. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, everybody. They're finally free to swim around and enjoy their time. And these guys are free to just hang out and enjoy the time here as well. All that's left to do for frogs, other than giving them names, is we have to get the green frog one day, and then we will have completed everything we wanted to with frogs, except for the part of getting frog lights, but that's something else that we can do a little later. For now, I think our work here is done. I think they are super happy with it. I have to get you some food because your tail is down, but I think the frogs are super happy with their new home. Now we just have to get out of here without letting them out. So let's run over here. Come on, Alays. There you go. Enjoy your new home, frogs. I hope you like it, and I will be back to check on your kids later. Make sure they're nice and healthy. Unlike Safari over here, who keeps taking damage. He's been falling off the dome quite a lot. So let's get him some pork. Let's come on out here, and we'll feed you on up. There you go. Good boy. Alright, you just chill there for a minute while I go do my outro, because this is where I'm going to end off today's episode. It has been a very productive day. I mean, just look at that area over there. Last thing I am going to do, actually, before we do end off the episode, is we're going to go update the map. Because now that we've got a giant glass dome over there, which kind of hurts to look at if you're up close because of the classic resource pack. Glass did not look the best back then, but I love it because it's nostalgic. But let's see here. Update the map. There it is. Look at that. It doesn't even show the glass on the map. That is actually really cool. That looks phenomenal over there. I really like how that turned out, actually. That looks so cool. We can update this side as well. I don't think much changed there, but there we go, everybody. The map is updated. We got the frog sanctuary. We've got... That's it. That's all that changed. The frog sanctuary has been added to the map. It has been one productive episode, and I think this is where I'm going to end it off for now. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I have. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and share with your friends and family to show them the froggy dome that we built over there. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss fun content just like this. And as always, everybody, I will see you in the next episode.